Oh my gosh, we're lucky. Let's see. Sweeping it is next. Good morning. How are you? Hi, Arnetta. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Joanne. Kombucha, anyone? I'm trying this new one. It's peach out. Looks like a butt. So the last one wasn't that great. But this one's really great. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so Captain's log. I have been 6 days without a soda. And I want you to know I'm going in a little bit stir crazy. See, a couple days ago I was feeling good because I'm like, yeah, I can do this. No, I was or slash am addicted to caffeine. I know I drink black coffee, but my grocery store, two of my grocery stores don't have the all black coffee from Starbucks. So I'm gonna brew some coffee this weekend and make my own cold brew so I can have it throughout the weekend. But what I do is when I drop off the kids, I go get one of these kombucha teas. They're filled with like antibiotic probiotics and organic stuff. Instead of taking a probiotic pill, my doctor recommends having those. So I'm trying because I have a goal. I just want to be able to sit comfortably on an airplane without that person be like, I don't want to sit by her. She's might be nice, but no. So I have a goal pre children and even after children before COVID. If you look at my pictures on my Instagram, like all the dresses I made, I wasn't bad. I was like a solid size 12, 14. I would love to go back to pre-COVID body. Even that, I'll take it. I'm not saying I want to be a size zero. That's just not me. But I just want to be healthier, feel stronger. All my blood work is really good, except I have the lowest vitamin D my doctor's ever seen. And of course, I always have low potassium, magnesium. It's just something that I have. So yeah, no Coca-Cola, no candy's gonna make Noah go crazy. Just so some days I'm good, and then they'll just snap. Just all right. So I put a whole bunch of stuff in the description box because I know a lot of people always ask me questions about things that I said. I know. Okay, okay, my pre-COVID body was pretty phenomenal. Yeah, I had like my little fupa. If you had a C-section, you know what a fupa is. I had that, but that was it. I still liked every inch of me. Don't get me wrong. I love who I am. I think I'm a great person inside and out. I just want to be more comfortable in my own skin, and I'm super so flexible. I want to be able to go and not feel like my weight is on topic for everything. So I just want to feel a little bit more comfortable, and by doing that, I'm just cutting out candy, which is a huge thing for me. I love candy. I will like suck on now and laters or lemon heads all day long, and I will drink 2 or 3 Cokes. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. There's no reason to lie. And if there's something sweet, I'm going to eat it. And then I'm also a person that finds comfort in food. So if I'm depressed and have anxiety, happy, sad, whatever, we do it through celebration or mourning with food. So I have to start like having a more healthy relationship with food and not take everything away that I love, but learning how to have small portions and not going overboard. So instead of drinking coffee today, I'm drinking my kombucha tea that's made, there's no sugar added. It's full of probiotics. And there's only 45 calories in this can. Oh, I gotta drink black coffee. If I don't drink coffee for more than 2 weeks, you will be like, "Who the hell is on Captain's log?" There is a demon. There's a demon. Yep, that's a good tip, Sandra. Good morning, Rosemary. This tastes like you just bit into a peach. It's really good. All right. So a couple things I've seen, and there's all these information that I'm reading off this thing I have in the description box because I know I go on my little tangents and then I'll forget something, but that's me. Okay, so the first part is Knotted Thread Co. She posted a picture today that's in Alchemats with the side zippers, and it's on her, not her YouTube, her Facebook. I put a link to her Facebook group. She's saying that on the 20th that add-on pack will be available. So if you want to see, if you own the Rowena and you're like, ooh, add-on pack, because that I'm telling you right now, that's how you get me. I love a good add-on pack because obviously I love this bag so much and others feel the same that they want to add on to it and do something different. The zippers are really cool, especially if you have somebody that doesn't like magnets. I have there's a handful of customers that I have that still believe that if they have a magnetic snap, it will mess up their credit card. So like this would be a great option versus the magnet. So just think of it that way. Um, and Joleelee Creations, she just came out with a brand new pattern called the Last Minute Leslie. And I think it's live as of 30 minutes ago. It's a very cute, fast bag, and I think it will be really good if you are selling at markets this upcoming holiday season or festivals or whatever. I think it might be a good selling thing because it's a fast turnaround, so you can pitch to someone about like possibly like, hey, wait, did you? Sandra, I thought you said there's 8 spoons of sugar in Pepsi. It's Karen that had E before. Okay, yeah. Okay. I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of sugar. So yeah, you can customize it. So you can. This is the season where we have June brides, but there's a lot of fall brides. So you can probably pitch this to someone as I can make. These bags for your bridesmaids as a bridesmaid gifts or to go with the outfit, and everybody's being cohesive, or make it a memory, like a memory bag, like someone, a fallen vet or whatever, or someone that's in a Microsoft game. I mean, a motorcycle, affiliation making it, and it'll be cute. And it's a fast turnaround. So it's called Last Minute Leslie, and I definitely think you should go check it out. And I think it's cool because I can see there's so much potential for that. I also thought of like a all clear with like squishy gel glitter for a kid, like putting alphabets in there or whatever. It would like entertain them in the back of the car, but at the same time, you want to make sure that kid is old enough not to sleep with it on its face in suffocation, because we all know kids are not loyal and they do the most craziest, outlandish stuff we've ever seen in the history of the world. All right, so then we have Thumbs and Thimbles has a retail open today. Oh no, tomorrow. So with Thumbs and Thimbles, you're going to have I'm actually making my strike today. I'm printing out the pattern for it, but I was going to originally make this to Erica. This is what I was going to make with you guys yesterday live, but look at this. How gorgeous is this? Let the light guide you, Frodo Baggins. No, but this is not. This is the pendant that um um that was given to the king, Strider. I'm losing words today. But so we have um we have this, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff, like there's other things that are going to be Aragon. Yes. I was like Strider. um so yeah, this is going to be all the Lords of the Rings stuff. I think Hello Kitty and some other stuff, hardware is going to be available. So definitely look at that. I put a link to the Facebook group so that you can follow when it opens in the description. All right. So in Patreon, we already did part 1 of breaking down the pattern, and we were talking about the interesting ways that Adina from sewing the sewing arts bag, Adina the zipper bag, how it gets put together and how many zippers it uses and like different techniques that the designer uses. So we're going to be sewing the first part on Tuesday. So I'm going to be cutting out my bag this weekend. But if you're interested and you're like been wanting to try the sewing arts bag, but you're a little resistant because it may seem intimidating or you're not understanding a certain part, definitely you should look into my Patreon. That's what we do. We take a bag, we break it down, we do it into 2 different sessions of sewing, sometimes 3, and we go over modifications that we want to do, different learning points, and then with other lessons that we have throughout the year, from different bags, we try to incorporate them into a new bag. If we learn something, a new technique, we try to use that technique and see if we could install it into another bag. So that way we're constantly improving ourselves and pushing ourselves out of our comfort zones. So I have information to my Patreon inside the description box. Um, Also, happy Sewist Day, y'all. It's Sewist Day. It's our day. Celebrate, bask in it, tell people about it because when people hear art, they never think of Sewist, right? Like even we're everywhere, everywhere. The first men on the moon were their outfits are created by women of color and based off of Spanx. So we're everywhere from being on the moon to basketball jerseys, shoes, whatever. We're here. We're a very small group. A lot of people can't sew. If you want to break it down worldwide, people don't view sometimes our our art as art. People think of it, they're thinking of a painter, someone that does ballet dancing, an opera singer, or something. They don't think of all these people that are painting, singing, dancing, are wearing clothes of some sort, and it's sewn by somebody. So, the design and the pattern was created by somebody. So, celebrate Sewist Day. You are one in a million, and you're whimsical and magical, and just embrace it and feel in high spirits today because we have a day out of the year that recognizes us as a community. Um, so with that being said, it's Fresh Tag Fridays. So Jade, I always forget Jade's husband's name. I'm so sorry, Jade, if you watch this. Pretend I didn't say that. Heartwood and Hide has Fresh Tag Friday, and they have Sewist tags today for like so it's appreciation and they're super cute. I went and looked at them this morning. They're adorable. I like to like look at her fresh tags anytime they posted it. They posted it yesterday, I believe, in their group, but I did put the link to the fresh tags, a direct link, no affiliation whatsoever. So that way you can see them and see if you want to purchase and buy from a small business and a fellow person that knows about sewing. So I just think it's cool that it says Sewist 2024 too. So I thought if they do that every year and you collect one of the tags, that it'll be like something cute that you could put on the wall, like a little postage. I think that is adorable. Go by total carbs. So you have 15 carbs, 3. Oh, oh, that's good, Dawn. I would have never thought of that. There's 10 teaspoons of sugar in Pepsi. So maybe it's not just caffeine crash I'm going down. Maybe it's a sugar Nova not having sugar. But it's crazy. I'm not tired. I just feel like I have the headaches. I definitely have the headaches. And when I talk to my neurologist, that's a given. It may take a while because we're also dealing with fall coming in. And then there's the ragweed and all the seasonal stuff. And then the hurricane, the barometric pressure, all that stuff. So it could be a platitude of different things, but I just didn't add to it because I'm only having, I usually only drink 1 cup of coffee a day because I'm hyperactive. I have a lot of energy and I could be a little too much if I have too much coffee. Oh, minus so you with dietary fiber, you minus from your carbs. Cool. I didn't know. Yeah, sugar withdrawals are real. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I would have a piece of candy or two. a day. Like I'm a sucker for hard candies. I don't know why. Oh, you know what? I do know why. It keeps my mouth shut. So, like, whenever I was in high school, college, or whatever, I generally say exactly how I feel, and my filter is not the best. So I would stuff like gum, candy, something in my mouth to keep it preoccupied to keep me from not talking. I know that's like a weird thing, but it was something that I did at a very young age because my mouth would get me in trouble all the time because I said exactly what I was feeling and thinking. And if it had any merit behind it, like people would like try to destroy me. So I learned a trick of sucking on hard candy or something just to keep my mouth shut. Sugar withdrawals are real. Yeah, soda's bad. I'm pretending this is a soda, this probiotic tea. It's good, but it's not a soda. It's not a soda. I drink a lot of carbonated water sometimes too, just to pretend that I'm having a soda. Yeah. But I digress. It will get better. It's for good. There's no fires in Pepsi. Good morning, IO. Okay. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, because my thing is that my mom would tell you I'm not a smart mouth. Like I'm not like, oh, and you're ugly too, or like your mama, like that's not me. Like you will say something, and if my heart and my brain recollects it as something that is stupid, mean or crass, I would tell you. And I'll tell you why or whatever. And then so my mom's like, your mouth is gonna get you in worlds of trouble. Like it just I remember my first job. Somebody asked me like the first week of working there, could I stay 2 hours later? And I was like, yeah, cool. I could use the overtime or whatever because it was during the summer and I was working 40 hours and I already worked 38. I was like, I could use the overtime. And they were like, no, no, no. Just come in 4 hours later tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, no, how's that benefiting me? I mean, if you this person has to leave, cool, right? But I'm saying if I'm getting the overtime, then I will work. But if I'm not getting overtime, I don't have to work. And then they were like, "You're not being a team player." I'm like, "Is it being not a team player when I don't want to do something, but it's okay for everybody else to do it?" Like that's the kind of stuff I would get in trouble for. And I still have to check myself. Like sometimes I have private conversations in my head before I say something out loud because you never know how or why somebody's going to take whatever you say, positive or negative, you know? All right. So, Alchemats still is having their pre-order, so you guys need to get your carts done. So, Alchemats is the one that has like the Darth Vader, like the Sith, they have the embossed, and they also have embossed Lord of the Rings, and they have the pre-quilted, like you can get the dark side, the light side, or a combo of it. The pre-quilted one is I really like, and if you're a person that is like that hates to use interfacing, I think this might be the one for you. One, it looks like you quilted it. Two, it's slightly thicker than the vinyl because it does have like a foam like batting on the back, which gives it a lot of structure. And I'm here for that. Like anything that can make me not cut something else extra out, I'm here for it. I'm a lazy cutter. I'm not gonna lie. I am. It is what it is. I can't control that. And then I did see that the big bag bundle. Okay, so like I swear I need to ask Samantha, but like I think it's seasonally when the seasons change, they come out with the big bag bundle. It'll be like 25 patterns for like 90% off. So like you pay one fee and then you get 25 patterns and it's 90% off of a normal pattern. And sometimes, you might have some of these patterns, but there might be some in there that you've been wanting, but you were holding off. This is a perfect opportunity to do so. I put a big bag bundle information in the description box. There is an affiliate link, but not to me. It's to my girl Samantha, who owns Swoon and Bag Patterns by Mrs. H and owns Bag of the Month. So, real t real talk topic right now. So, segue into Samantha. Swoon did something, a couple earlier this week, or was it earl I think it was Friday or Monday this week, where they sent out a mass email to all the people that are, linked to Swoon and said, "Hey, thank you for staying with us and being with us, and just a reminder, we love you. We're here. Download any free pattern you want, use this code." So, I guess Swoon was not ready and the server crashed. And so you have to you have to take that with that the most of our, admin in Swoon are overseas. There's only a handful of us in the United States, but the main people who control, the website and whatnot are overseas and across the pond in the UK, and they were trying to work on it, and they even, got additional help trying to work on it, but then the email started coming in. I normally don't say stuff because buttholes are buttholes. But my thing is kindness and consideration costs absolutely nothing. And the age-old saying that we've all heard since we were children, if you have nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing, should apply here. The calling women who work there out of their name because they were not able to get the server up, sending hateful messages because of a free pattern that was given to you, a pattern that costs normally $8, you're getting completely for free. That's uncalled for. We're a very small community. And when I see things like this, it infuriates me because my thing is that like I told you in the beginning, we're everywhere. The first man on the moon, JFK's, Marilyn Monroe's clothes, handbags, the first Louis Vuitton, everything we've been a part of, but we don't get the recognition like an actor or an actress or a band person or athlete or astronaut does. We're considered small. We've always been considered small. This is the reason why they go overseas and have poor children and people that can't do it to work in factories because it is not considered something huge. It is haute couture, yeah, big, but for those people that can afford it. My thing is this: we are all sewists here. Everybody that got this pattern, free pattern, is a sewist. You signed up because you either made a swoon bag or you've been wanting to make a swoon bag, but you know how to sew at the end of the day. Why tear down somebody else? Why? If it makes you that mad that you can't get it, put a reminder in your email to check in a week. But then I highly recommend you to go speak to somebody because I why are you angry off of a free pattern? I understand that you can't get it right now, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen forever. There was no anticipation for the server being crashed. It happens. Things crash all the time. Big name companies crash. And just to go rogue on people, it's bullspit. And you know it. I know it. Whoever's doing it, don't do it. It's not cool. It's not whimsical. I'm not saying that we all have to get along for everything, but just always put in the back of your mind that there's not many of us. So why? There's not many of us. Just bask in each other's beauty that we were both able to sow and that we have a hidden talent that other people do not have. Um, and keep it pushing, you know? Let's see. You got yours yesterday, Roberta. Whoop whoop. You got a pattern. Yes. And you placed additional. Awesome. See, Arnetta, because you're patient. Hey, Elizabeth. Yes. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like, I think people like to make bigger things happen out of nowhere. Like, what is it called? Main character syndrome, where they have to be the center of attention and stir up drama for no reason. I never understood that. Like, even as kids, like in high school, I wasn't popular. I was never popular. Like, looking back now, I was popular with with men, young guys in my class, but I didn't know. Because I was insecure, gawky little teenager who thought she knew everything. But I never understood like females fighting for no reason. Like it or people just getting upset for like no reason. I remember when I was in was a senior year of high school, and we had Pizza Hut come to our school. Like when you live in Aliso Viejo, like you don't get like the standard school lunches like Del Taco, Pizza Hut. Like certain people come to your school and they sell their food. Pizza Hut ran out of their pizzas, and this guy just went straight ham. He like started throwing the trays and freaking out. And I'm like, damn, all this for a pizza. You can have my pizza. Calm down, okay? It's not that serious. And then like I wonder, does he ever think back? Like I'm embarrassed because there's moments in my life that like a situation will happen and it'll do a flashback to when a similar situation happened to when I was younger, and I'm like, damn, my mom should have just yeah. Like there my 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 son, I was driving him and I was doing a left-hand turn and he was telling the kids to go and waving his hand, and I looked over at him like, what are you doing? I was like, they have to wait until their crossing guard comes, right? But it brought me back to me doing the same thing with my dad. My dad, we were in his truck, we were driving, there was somebody that was trying to turn left, and my dad was trying to turn right or something, or some kind of like intersectional turn, and my dad stopped. I unbuckled my seatbelt, stood in the truck, and was like, "Go that way." And I was like, and I remember my dad's facial expression. And when my son did it recently, I could not stop laughing. I had to call my dad. I was like, "I'm so sorry. I was a precocious little butthead, but but we do remember that. So like, I wonder if this guy who would like freaking postal code crazy over no more like no more pizzas or whatever. Does he ever like does he get flashbacks anytime he sees a Pizza Hut ad? Like shit. What? What? Yeah, it's for the glory. So yesterday, you guys, if some of you guys are aware, some of you guys had a little bit more hard time finding it because it was hard for me to get on a live with chat. I did a live Erica Bowler bag, and I did something a little bit different since I couldn't find this, and this was exactly where I had it. But the sewing room in the sewing gods were like, no, thou shalt make leather and suede. So I made a leather and suede bag, and I went over how you could protect it with what like special water and stain resistant sprays to you know, keep it clean. So here's the leather bag, and if you went to the treat yourself with me at Sandra's in North Carolina, then you should remember this. This is the leather that I purchased at Tandy Leather. This is a suede that I purchased there. I used 2-ounce leather for the handles, and as you can see, I did still stitch them down. We have these really cute 3/4 of an inch rings from Fireweed Stitch, and I believe that's where I got the butterfly too. I have butterfly zipper pulls, and that's why it was taking me so long. Inside, I did a leather slip pocket, and then I brought that 2-ounce leather and I made my zipper placket with it, and I did a Rickroll in it here. A Rickroll is never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Don't do it. You do it around one kid, they'll start singing it nonstop. And I sprayed this with it. I did it 3 times outside, and just to say, like, it doesn't change the color. So like it looks dark at first, and as it dries, it goes back to its regular. This is Angelus water and stain repellent. You can use it on shoes, clothing, hat, bags, purses. If you have a cloth card, you just do it on there too. My dad did that because we were like none of his kids can drink through a straw. We all have like holes in our lips or something, and we were icy kids back then. So we have that, and then I just did a plain 1-inch leather 2-ounce strap. I know, Elizabeth. I know, man. I wish I would have gotten more. I think I have enough to make a small Triskel wallet, And I think this will be a beautiful set to somebody. I think it goes perfectly with the lightness of fall, like when the colors are changing and everything's starting to change. And I think anybody that loves butterflies is going to absolutely love this bag. It is really lightweight because I use Bouncy Firm for some of the interfacing, and I only use Decoville Light on this leather piece here. What pattern sold out? Lady Fair. I know. You know what's driving me nuts still though, because I had when I bought this, I bought the butterfly zipper pulls and I cannot find them. I'm okay, but yes, this is I love this. So I think it's so beautiful, and I feel like it. I don't know with fall coming in, it's giving me fall and also spring vibe. So I like the fact that you can use this spring through fall and then change something else for winter. Thank you, Io. Oh, they sold out online? Gosh darn it. I know. Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is gorgeous. I had a lot of fun. You guys see me bind. I did use water resistant canvas on binding. I gave you a lot of tips on binding and how I even like to use contrast in stitching. But yeah, look, I had a lot of fun with this. I always have fun doing a Erica Bowler. I'm gonna reach out to Alexis. She's gonna say yes. I know Alexis, but I would love to teach a class in person on the Erica Bowler because it has so many possibilities. It is shocking. I have a new idea, a new um idea came to my head yesterday while I'm making this, to make it a little bit different. So if I do teach a class, I'll probably write the instructions on this one modification that's going to blow. It's going to blow everybody's mind. Like I have a cool modification that it came to me and I just need to execute it in a couple bags and I'm going to be excited about it. Lady Fair, you and me, best friends. Same thing. I want something that no one else has. Okay, so so here's the thing. So about 6 years ago, everybody was trying to find the McCall pattern. McCall has a pattern that is the Birkin bag, a couple of different name brands, Yves Saint Laurent and whatever. This pattern, when you find it, costs anywhere up to $350 or more for it because they only made so many of it and then they had to pull it because the patterns are the exact patterns of the Louis Vuitton bag, Yves Saint Laurent, and so they have the Kelly Birkin bag and the other one, right? So everybody wanted this pattern, and I was like trying to look for it, but I was like, there's no way in Hades I'm paying $350 for this. But I do like to collect rare patterns, so I put a filler out there to one of my friends' mom that knows that I did it. She was like, hey, there's an estate selling um in Pennsylvania, and you should see. And lo and behold, I got it. But the lady who I got it from, she knew that it was worth something, but she also knew she was like, "Oh, you're young, so I'll sell to you for $50." I have a pattern that is in all plastic, in glass, that if I put it on eBay right now, I can easily make $500 from it because it's a something they took out of syndication because it's an exact duplicate of every single top bag out there. And it's really interesting. I have people like, oh, photocopy it and send it to me, and I can't. I don't want to touch it because it's an old pattern. It's older than me, so I have it. So I also like to collect just rare stuff. So I went looking for it. And then when my grandmother passed, I was trying to find the Cinderella J.C. Penney catalog apron because she had one and I couldn't find it. And then I was on a hunt for that and I found that at an estate sale too. So I like to collect. That's one thing I like to do also in sewing is collect rare paper patterns. I actually like buying paper patterns and having the designers sign them so that way I have something something. You never know. You might have the next person that's designing that's going to be like the next Yves Saint Laurent, and then won't be coming out with designs, patterns, and only signature bags that they sell to manufacturers to make, and they become a name. So you never know where you're going to go. So when you visit, let's see. Yeah, definitely, definitely go back to Tandy Leather. They have great, 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 great prints. So I know I'm gonna wherever I teach, I definitely wanna see if I can find a Tandy Leather. Maybe that could be my thing with teaching, like finding a Tandy Leather near the studio and we all go or something because I love buying leather. But anyone that's bought shops with me, they will tell you I will walk around that tiny, tiny small store like a bazillion times before I before I land and pick on something and stick on it. So, yes, so this is gonna be ready to go. I'm gonna be selling this one, I think, or I don't know. I want to keep it, but I think I'm gonna sell it. But I want to make a wallet to match because I still have some of this beautiful vinyl. I mean, not vinyl, leather, and I just think it'll be a great set. I love making sets whenever I can, and if I have enough, I'll make a lining this like a no lining pouch so that they could put their makeup and whatever they want in there too. I love doing sets around the holidays because then people are excited because they're like, "Oh, I don't have to go look to find a matching wallet or find whatever." You have like the makeup bag, the wallet in the bag, and I love that. And then put it in a cute little drawstring bag so that way it can stay clean and dust free. Bada bing, bada boom, you're done. Oh gosh, yes. I wanna go yeah, I would love to go back to Texas. I had a lot every time I go to Texas, I always have fun. I'm always enamored with your guys's, uh, traffic because it kinda reminds me of downtown LA. Like, it was weird. Yvonne could tell you, like, when we got into the traffic when we were going to Wizard City, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm at peace." This is like LA. I haven't experienced traffic like that. Now, don't DC has traffic. DC has traffic, but DC has traffic for stupid reasons. Everywhere is only two lanes and one way streets. If they had not one-way streets and they had opened up more of the lanes, DC probably would not have as much as traffic. Nothing beats the New Jersey Turnpike. I literally had road rage. It's to the point now that I won't drive anywhere there. I would fly. I will fly in, take a train, something. Because that turnpike brings out road rage Nova, and road rage Nova is California. Like, I was born and raised. If you can't live in California and say you don't have some sort of road rage. It's impossible because the way everything is, it's stacked. It is most of the US population lives in California. So, yep, make a wallet. See, I want to make the Triskel so bad. So, so, so bad, Io. When I ask, I was, I was going to ask, Sonar if I can make it for the people who have the box in my and that are my Patreon, like, we could do a slow along or whatever, I don't know. I was gonna ask her because I get questions a lot about it, and, Sandra was able to make the Triskel after I showed her and helped her walk her through, so I think that I have a pretty good sense of, Nicole's patterns, like, Nicole well, I love the way Nicole writes. It's just like black and white in here. It's like raw and it's just organic and earthy. And it just, I don't know, it sings to me. And when I make her patterns, when everything comes together, I just feel like pop my collar. I made a better wallet there than any store there is. You know what I mean? So I highly, highly recommend getting it. Let's see. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you. I can't wait. I want to teach so much next year. I'm thinking about just going teach applying to some of the quilts, like quilt stuff, like the quilt shows. Just teach. I'm not I'm not super conventional. I'm like the girl with the big afro that has that's a loud voice. So I don't know if they will be okay with that or not, but I'm going to try. Let's see. That's why you bought the or oh, yes, because it's Sewist Day. So if you haven't got this or you haven't got any patterns, if you go into the link, I did put a Ora Rosa link in here. If you buy any patterns on that link, it is an affiliate link and I get a small kickback. So I'm just letting you guys know that. Crafty Reporter is doing a live today with Carolina Stitches. Ooh. I love Crafty Reporter. There's just something about her facial expressions, and just her demeanor is just amazing. Yeah. Diane, you already know. Turnpike, man. That Turnpike, I'm surprised that we don't hear more stuff about it in the news, because like these people, when I went, this guy hopped out of his white Civic with the bat the last time and smashed the back of the guy's like Escalade in the back of the window. And I was like, we're close to New York, so hey. Oh, see, I haven't made one yet, so I might make my first one with the leather of this bag and go for it, because I just think, oh, this leather is so gorgeous. So maybe I'll make it leather and on the outside and do like the suede on the inside. I I think it would be a really cool set to have. Alrighty, people. Well, I am printing out the Aileen from Stitchcraft, and I am going to be making myself a nerdy little Hobbit bag. And when I'll take some pictures of it today and post it so you can see it. What's in Fredericksburg? Yes, they probably are. I'm loud and crazy, so what's in Fredericksburg? Because is it something cool? I like sewing stuff. So I know there's like, I know that there's a sewing show. I know that they have some of the dates for 2025, and I'm really excited. I want to go to a couple of them. I want to see like some of the designers of the fabrics that I obsessed over. Just like, I don't know. I want to see like when they come out with like the Tim Holtz and Angela, like Alison Glass and Tula Pink, all of them. Like, I would love to see like the person behind the artwork and just like meet them. You know who else has really pretty artwork on fabric is Noodlehead. Always wanted to meet her. She just reminds me of like, just like youth. Like if she was in Lords of the Rings, she would be an elf. There's like this organic grace about her whenever I see her. And I feel like I don't think she would judge me at all, but I feel like I would make myself such a fool because I love her patterns and I love her fabric. Her fabric lines are really pretty. They're very like mountains and valleys and just very Mother Earth. And I want I don't want to, she's so calm and like demure that I'll be like, hey, what's going on? I feel like polar opposites. There's a quilt show. Ooh. Oh, that's the one, yes, you did ask me to come. Yeah, it's on a Saturday. I have to see. I have to see. It may be possible. If a few things happen or happen this month, it may be possible. Let's see. All right. Well, I hope everyone has a really good day. I will see you guys on Sunday, because remember, tomorrow's sleep in Saturday. If you're able to sew today, great. If you don't, sew whenever you can. And continue to be whimsical, okay? Bye.